out on the mall celebrating democracy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 42nd President of the United States, William Jefferson Clinton, and Secretary of State, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
You've written a lot about Bill Clinton. For him, I mean, he loves this. He loves this.
He lives for this. He would like to live for it again another 4 years from now, I'm sure. But, you know, it's interesting. His second inaugural, 1996, Barack Obama was just starting his political career. That was the year he was elected to the Illinois Senate. And now he's enjoying Barack Obama's second term, and I think that they've had this sort of needy relationship this year, which has served them both very well.
What is their real relationship like? I mean, does it surprise you that they haven't been invited over for dinner?
No, it doesn't, because he hasn't invited that many people over for dinner. And no, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama did not necessarily have to get along personally, but they've gotten along professionally very well this year. It will always be an uneven relationship based on how much they need each other and what the circumstances are. Obviously, politically, they're both, I would call, pragmatic liberals. They're not that far apart in politics. But politics does strange things to people in terms of what their political needs are at that moment. And so there have been times when they've been very far apart, when Clinton's staff in particular has been very rough on Obama. And there are times when Obama didn't want to be around Clinton, but this last year, it just meshed perfectly. They needed each other and they helped each other.
I mean, one would argue that at the Democratic convention, Bill Clinton made the case for Barack Obama better than Barack Obama did.
They say in a way that the president could never have made for himself. They argue only Clinton could say that about
It's a lot easier when you're an ex-president.
But you say it so beautifully, David, when you talk about the difference in the political behavior of Bill Clinton and President Obama. That Clinton is a transactional politician in the way Obama could never be.
Bill Clinton's recreation is politics. That's what he does in his time off.
That's his life. That's what he enjoys. And the question is, looking at his wife, she's different. I think he enjoys it more than any other human being in the history of the world.
Yes.
You also have hearings for Benghazi coming up that Hillary Clinton will be testifying in front of.
And she, you know, I think she's prepared for that, and she will hold her own there. It's not, though, an ideal way for her to end her tenure. She had this globe-trotting, history-making record there as this, you know, Secretary of State who did, you know, this public diplomacy in a way no one else had. And then she wraps it up on this odd note, getting sick and then having to appear before Congress at the very end. So sort of an unfortunate way for her to wrap it up, and yet I think in the grand scale she'll be remembered for what she did in the years before this event.
I think she'll be treated pretty well. Don't forget that she was very popular in the Senate, including among the Republicans.
Respected.
She's known for doing her homework. I mean, Hillary Clinton, when she was in the Senate, First Lady, was known as somebody who studied for the part she
There's
was
Beau
about to
Biden
play.
carrying the Bible down the stairs. It is the Bible that the Vice President will use to be sworn in. It's a family Bible.
What a big Bible.
It is extraordinary, John King, when you think about I mean, for people, again, watching around the world, I mean, the fight between Hillary Clinton when she was running against then Senator Barack Obama, to think that she would then take the job as Secretary of State. I mean, at the time during that race, during the most vitriolic part of it, it was unthinkable, I think, for many on her staff.
And Jed, and I think Hillary Clinton early on was underestimated in this regard. Somebody who was part of her husband's campaigns and a very controversial first lady in Arkansas when she wanted to use her own maiden name, Hillary Rodham Clinton. Watched her husband lose.
There on the left.
One of the celebrities up there, and a key Latino, part of the Latino outreach for this president. She watched, remember, Bill Clinton would tell you the best thing that ever happened to him was losing his first re-election battle as governor to Frank White in Arkansas. It humbled him, and it taught him that he couldn't always get his way. She knows a lot about politics. She's a loyal Democrat in addition to a warrior, if you will. And you know, initially, could you see that partnership in the days and the weeks after?